Steph, good morning. Happening now, Peel Regional Police are warning the public about a missing 33-year-old man from Mississauga who is believed to be armed and dangerous. So look here, this is Ruben Mukja. He was last seen Saturday night at 10:30 in the evening. He was only reported missing yesterday morning at 9:40 from the Westminster Place and Rathburn Road area. Police say that Mukja is believed to be in a state of crisis and may be in possession of several firearms. Now, we are standing by live at a command post in the Rathburn and Tompkin area. It is possible that officers may raise the search level if they believe it is necessary. Police do say if you see him, do not approach him. Call 911 immediately. We're going to stand by with this developing story here throughout the morning. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau offering a private apology to a First Nations chief in BC for turning down an invitation to mark the first official Truth and Reconciliation Day. Now, Trudeau was invited to Kamloops twice on September the 30th, where the remains of over 200 children were discovered earlier on this year at the site of a former residential school. Now, instead, the Prime Minister flew to Tofino to take time with his family. The Prime Minister's office is denying that Trudeau used the day as a holiday, saying he spoke with 8 residential school survivors on the phone. On Saturday, Trudeau reaching out to the Kamloops chief, Roseanne Kazmer, to privately apologize for not attending. Well, it is back to business at the Ontario Legislature this morning, first time since early June. And the new session will include a speech from the throne that could hint at new policies ahead of the next election. I love saying this. Our Tammy Sutherland standing by live right now outside Queen's Park with more on what we can expect. Good morning, Tam, and welcome back. Nice to see you back out there.
Oh, nice to see you too, Mel. Thank you so much for the welcome back, and a big welcome back for the MPPs here at Queen's Park. That throne speech will set off the legislature resuming once again. That is set to be delivered by Lieutenant Governor Elizabeth Dowdeswell at 9 o'clock this morning, and it will be outlining Doug Ford and his government's priorities heading into this latest session of the legislature, as well as heading directly into the provincial election next year. Now, the opposition, as well as many Ontarians, likely looking to get some more information on how schools will be kept safe during the pandemic, of course. On top of that, small business recovery because of COVID-19 and hiring more healthcare workers. Now, when it comes to the Premier's office, they do say that the throne speech itself will heavily focus on the fight against COVID-19. But one expert who we spoke with, a political expert, saying that he believes there will be certain controversial topics that will be avoided by the government.
They will make as little mention as possible of either the pandemic, the current situation in the long-term care sector. It's not about iron rings around long-term care homes or protecting children in schools. It's going to be promoting the economic agenda of a government that really wants to turn the page.
Whether or not it's a focus in the throne speech itself today, long-term care will be at the forefront. And that's because several protests, several locations right across the province are expected today, starting at noon, including right here on the lawn at Queen's Park. And they are going to be asking for improvements in long-term care. It's the Ontario Health Coalition organizing these protests. And this is coming in light of that military report last year that documented some terrible conditions within long-term care. Also coming up later this morning here in just about an hour's time, Queen's Park reporter Richard Southern will be joining us to break down exactly what we can expect when it comes to the throne speech. Mel, I'll send it back to you.
All right, and that is our Tammy Sutherland reporting live. Thank you so much for that, Tam. 6:08 is your time right now. I'm wearing my blue for a reason. Despite capping off the regular season with a Baltimore Orioles sweep, just wasn't enough to get our boys into postseason.
Grand slam, George Springer. What a way to start the day for George Springer.
Jays brought the bats, winning 12-4 against the Orioles, but they also needed a loss from either the Boston Red Sox or the New York Yankees to make it to the AL East wildcard tiebreaker game on Monday. But now you know, both the Red Sox and Yankees won their games, ending the Jays' hopes for a playoff run. Shortstop Marcus Semien says their postseason push shows what this team is capable of.
A full season in Toronto could be scary with this group. It's really exciting. You see the record we put up here at home. We brought that confidence into places like Yankee Stadium where we got a sweep and other places. But of course, you think about those tough games that we lost down the stretch to teams that we wanted to beat, and that ended up being the difference.
All right, and we're going to bring you more on the Jays game and their run a little bit later on. It's also the topic of our sound off, so you'll be able to chime in on your thoughts as well. All right, 6:10 is your time right now. World leaders' financial secrets being exposed. A new leak of over 12 million documents. They're called the Pandora Papers. What's in them? Mike Epple, he's got that next in business.